Alright, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of One Bad DJ Fixes Everything with your host, me, DJ. Today we're having another issue with my Bravo XL from Maytag, and what it's doing right now is a SD fail, and it is a Sierra 71 or Foxtrot 71 rather is another term that I found on the internet for it, but it's going to say SD on the display. And I'm running the washing machine right now so that you'll be able to see exactly what it says, because it doesn't say F71 here. All it's going to say is SD. All this stuff's going to light up, and then eventually it'll just say SD and look just like this normal. Everything I found on the internet said SD is a SUDS fail, meaning you're using non-high efficiency soap. You're getting too much suds and all that trash. So I ran through on nothing but the rinse and drain cycle about 5 times. It would never get past the SD. Then it was giving me a UL, which is an uneven load. Then back to SD, then UL. Finally, I unloaded the entire washing machine of all the clothes. Ran it through a normal cycle. Got the SD. Again, got a UL. So it was just back and forth, back and forth. I thought I was going to have to buy a new washing machine. And after a little bit more research and a little bit more trial and error, I found one place that said check the agitator and see if the agitator is locked up with the drum. If the agitator and drum don't lock up, then you've got a spline that's down inside there, a little gear that's stripped out, and lo and behold, that's what it was. So as soon as I get the fail, I'll show you exactly what that looks like, and it's going to take less than 5 seconds to troubleshoot this thing, and I'll show you exactly what happens and the easiest way to troubleshoot this. So hopefully this will speed up the evolution, because it took me, no kidding, probably about 5 hours of digging on the internet, and absolutely nothing from any manufacturer or any of the troubleshooting websites said check the agitator. And then finally I stumbled on one thing deep down in the internet that showed exactly what it was, and lo and behold, that's what it was. So let's let this thing run. When I get the fail, I'll turn the cameras back on, show you exactly what it looks like. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it always does. SD, full circle on the indicators. Wasn't sure exactly how many minutes into it was, but that's the same fail I would get if I did the rinse, drain, and spin cycle as well. So let it continue doing what it's going to do. So you can see exactly what mine does. Hopefully it's exactly the same thing yours does, and we can match this up. And there we go, the final SD failure. So this is what I would come home to or whatever, and most likely find most of the time is just a simple SD. Sudsing is what you come up with 90% of the time on the internet. So now to troubleshoot this. Alright, now to effectively troubleshoot the whole sudsing thing and all that good stuff, it tells you got SD, which is suds, or what I'm going to help you out with on this one is the drum does not lock with your agitator. So the first thing you're going to do to troubleshoot this, you're going to use your vice grip. You're going to lock the drum in place right there, so you just grab a hold of it. Hopefully you can see it on this top camera. You grab your agitator, you spin it. If your agitator spins and your drum don't, that means your gears is stripped out inside there. Bam, troubleshooting complete. You know, now you go to order parts and everything. The parts that you order, parts kit is a 280145. You order that on Amazon, so you punch in Bravo XL Maytag 280145. 12 bucks later, this is what you got. And that's exactly what the parts kit looks like. Now to get this thing apart, it's pretty simple. Yeah. Alright, now to effectively troubleshoot the whole sudsing thing and all that good stuff. It tells you got SD, which is suds, or what I'm going to help you out with on this one is the drum does not lock with your agitator. So the first thing you're going to do to troubleshoot this, you're going to use your vice grip. You're going to lock the drum in place right there, so you just grab a hold of it. Hopefully you can see it on this top camera. You grab your agitator, you spin it. If your agitator spins and your drum don't, that means your gears are stripped out inside there. Bam, troubleshooting complete. You know, now you go to order parts and everything. The parts that you order, parts kit is a 280145. You order that on Amazon, so you punch in Bravo XL Maytag 280145. 12 bucks later, this is what you got. And that's exactly what the parts kit looks like. Now, to get this thing apart, it's pretty simple. You know, so turn this camera off. You take your 11mm ratchet, socket, Phillips head screwdriver, a drill. You might need some needle nose pliers, and let's see, that's about it. Flathead screwdriver. And handy dandy power drill with the Phillips head bit on it. Bang. So, first part is this center cap right there. It pops right off pretty simple. You just use your fingers, crack that thing off of there nice and easy. And this is where you need your 11mm socket. It's kind of funky down inside here because you got all your laundry soap and stuff like that, and you figure that never gets taken off of there, so it's going to be a little bit dirty. Then you just crack that nut loose, like that. You might have to tap it a little bit here and there, but once you crack that thing loose, then you just unscrew it nice and easy. Got your center bolt out. Nothing to it. This piece right here, your agitator, grab it, pull up on it. You know, you might have to pull up on it, bounce it up and down a little bit, and you see it's kind of filled in. If you have to, you can stick a screwdriver in there, opposite, you know, and just lift up. You know, use that as leverage, however you got to do it. If you got a pulley puller, you can use a pulley puller on there if you want to. But, yeah, clean that out when you get out. Equipment fail. Alright, sorry for the little interruption there. I had a minor equipment fail with the other base. So, hopefully it didn't make anybody sick. You know, nice action shot there. Dropping the camera in the washing machine. And there we go. Alright, anyway, so you pop this thing off. That's your agitator. Comes out. And now you have 6 screws sitting right around your little cap there. Taking your screws out. Pretty simple. Crisscross applesauce. So you don't get anything all bound up or anything like that. Bang. In the same way when you tighten them up, man, you always want to do a little star pattern like you do with your lug nuts on your car or whatever. Yeah. Bam. So that sucker's going to pop right out. Maybe not. Loosen up just a little bit more. Twist on you, run you out. And then cap comes off at that time. Bam! It's a nice little cap. You can see your threads down inside there, and that's what's going to lock onto the other piece, which is actually the piece that's stripped out. Again, just clean all this crap off of it. While you got it out, clean it up. That way when you put it back together, nice and neat. Then this is the actual piece that's stripped out. Show you that in 2 seconds. Alright, so for this part,
we got the comparison of the old and the new piece. This is the actual piece that locks your agitator into your drum, and as you can see inside there, all the teeth are pretty well ground down on it. Now on the new one, you can see nice new teeth. It's going to lock up in there nice and neat. Comes with a new little washer. Back one on this one, you can see, bang, quite a bit smaller as far as the new one's concerned and all that good stuff. So, you know, over the years, this is about a 10-year-old washer, I think. It's been moved 3 times by the Marine Corps. So it's been banged around a lot. You know, parts wear out, is what it is. No big deal. $12 parts kit, and we're going to get this washing machine up and running again. Now, before we install the new lockdown part, like I said, you got 2 different pieces here, different sizes, and you got to figure out which one you need. So all you do is you take them, match them up, and you see exactly the difference. Your screw holes all line up, but you can see the outside diameter of my old one is definitely bigger than the new one on here. So you take the other one out of the new kit, bang, almost identical. You know, I'm pretty sure the only difference is just the amount of crud from 10 years of washing laundry on the old one. So there's our 2 new parts. Here's our 2 old parts. $12 worth of plastic. We're going to have this washing machine up and running yet again. Once again, Tater, my helper dog. If you ever have any questions about parts, when in doubt, Tater it out. Tater, are these parts approved? I think he says yes. Thanks for your help. Alright, ladies. Alright, so here we go with the installation part. Want to make sure there's nothing left on here as far as, you know, old crud and stuff like that. You want to get as much out as you can. And also, little pieces of the washer. Like I was saying, that other old washer, there's a chunk of it right there. It was kind of floating around down there, just worn out. Get rid of that. Our new piece with the new washer. Drop it on there. Splines right on. Nice and easy. Bang. Tight. Sticks. Beautiful. Alrighty. Second piece to go on. Little cap. It is the correct one. You're going to want to line it all up. Make sure your screw holes match. Bang, bang, bang. Move this guy 1 notch. So, what we're going to do to make it a little bit easier, we're just going to line them up like that. Pretty stinking close that away. Alright. So you stack that little bad monkey together, drop it on there. Screws line up. This is where you want to start everything. The actual screwdriver. You don't want to start stuff with a drill. You know, just put too much pressure on things right out of the bat. You got a lot more odds of you know, cross threading your screws and all that good stuff. So get everything nice and neat, start it up. Always do, you know, side to side. And then start doing angle crisscross applesauce. Again, just like you do your lug nuts, because you don't want to sit there and have things bind up or put too much pressure on one side and end up cracking something, because these all are plastic parts. Stay tuned to my channel. Our next video is going to be fixing the pool pump. I had a capacitor go out. Pool pump. Well, let's do this guy over here. I had a capacitor on my pool pump go out, so had to replace that. $12 part. Knocked my pool down for a couple of days. Middle of summer, Florida. Don't appreciate my pool not working. So that was, again, 20 minutes of troubleshooting. $12 part. Now my pool's working, so it's getting all running and filtering out there. Snug these guys all down nice and neat. And, you know, there's a big gap and all that good stuff. There's probably, I'd say, 3/4 of an inch gap between the bottom of the drum and this new hub. But as I'm tightening the screws up, is pulling the drum right up to it. And that's another big reason. Where you just want to go nice and easy, back and forth, and it'll pull the drum up nice and even. The last thing you want to do is do something crooked, have it bind up, and twist your drum, or get something in there sideways, snap your brand new parts, just cause problems. Never want to do a job and then have to come back and redo it because you boogered something up in the process. A lot of people will use a drill on this. You can use a drill if you want to. It's up to you whether you want to take a chance breaking your stuff or not. Now we got to hold our drum in place. We're tightening these bad boys up. If you do use a drill on the tightening part, make sure you don't have it set to like drilling holes and all that good stuff. Turn the torque setting down a little bit on it. That way, less chance of breaking things in the long run. Tight and tight, 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 and tight. Bang! New parts are installed, nice and easy. Drop the agitator back down. Just like that. It's all locked up and you can see already. And we gotta tighten the bolt down. Bam! Drum and agitator spin together. Drop the agitator bolt down in there. Just use the socket to spin it down. Bad boy down nice and easy. Hold your agitator while you're tightening it. There we go. Boop. Let down any kind of crud you got. You're always going to find extra amounts of crud because, like I said, this never gets opened up. And last but not least, if you look on that piece right there, you see little notches in there that you got, little gaps. Ah, man, I'm going to wipe this out. But there's a little notch right there. That's what you're going to have to stick it on there. Bang! You got to line those bad boys up. This will pop right on. Your washer will be good. So, get that crap out of there real quick. Line up that little notch. Boop. Center cap's on. Parts are replaced. Washing machine's ready to rock and roll. Now to inspect, make sure it works. Vice grip, lock the drum in place. Agitator, no spinny. Bam! Washer's fixed.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so next time you get the SUDS, fail on your washing machine and all that good stuff, first thing you need to check is that right there, because I went through, no kidding, probably about 5 or 6 solid hours of just rerunning this stupid washing machine, trying to get rid of my SUDS that were non-existent. And I just showed you 30 seconds of trouble, and not even that much, 2 seconds of troubleshooting. You grab the drum, you spin the agitator. If it spins, it's busted. Bam, you just troubleshot it down to what you need. $12 parts kit again is the Maytag Bravo XL. Parts number kit is 280145, 12 bucks, Amazon Prime. It actually got to my house in a day instead of 2. And I bought 2 kits for 12 bucks just in case that breaks again. And washing machine's all up and running again. So till next time, hopefully this helped you guys out. So the SD fail Also, a Foxtrot 71 does not just stand for SUDS, it stands for spin don't fucking work. Till next time, hopefully this helped you guys out, man. Have a good one.